Hello once again, Darkfire here with the Filthy Casuals, bringing you the latest update on the infantry overhaul. Over Labor Day weekend, OWI released their 7th playtest. Yes, we are up to 7 playtests now, and this one was massive. Now before we get into it, I just wanted to say thank you to the handful of people who have subscribed to the channel. I know 34 isn't a big number, but it means a lot to me and the rest of the Filthy Casuals. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, but have been watching our videos, why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button? You're already coming back to the channel. Now let's jump into it. To start things off, OWI was able to put in the work and add all of the remaining factions to the playtest. This means the British Armed Forces with their L85 series rifle and L86 light support weapon, the L110 saw and the L7 machine gun, the L129 rifle, and the in-law for all of you AT players. The Aussies were also added with the AUG series weapons, the Maxi-Me and Mini-Me machine guns, the HK417 DMR, and the M3 Maws. Both the Brits and Aussies have had their kits adjusted to give them more optics. The Aussies Spectre optic also has a 1x and 4x variable magnification, which is a very nice addition. Sadly, the King could not acquire variable magnification optics for the Brits. Both the PLA and PLA Marines were added with their QBZ-95 series rifles, QJY-88 machine gun, QBU-88 DMR, DSJ-08 LAT, and PF-98 HAP. And this brings us to the end of the conventional factions. All of the recently added conventional factions do use a Bullpup style rifle, which has different handling characteristics compared to conventional rifles. OWI mentions that all Bullpup rifles will be slightly quicker to get on target and easier to handle in close quarters, but will suffer from greater muzzle climb when firing. Personally, I did not really notice this when I was playing, but it is noticeable when testing at the range. Now we move on to the irregular forces of militia and insurgents, which have the most varied selection of weapons. Both factions had the AKS-74 as well as the FAL, SKS, SVD, VZ-61, and both RPGs 7 and 29 added to their selections. Militia also had the M16A2, RPK-74, Mini-Me, and FAL with the rifle grenade added. And lastly, insurgents had the AKM series rifle as well as the AMD-65, PM-63, and the OG RPK and RPD machine guns, and last on the list is the Mosin Nagant. OWI also made various improvements to animations and handling of the C8, G3, M27, and some optics like the M145. They made a few general changes as well and a whole list of bug fixes. However, as a special treat for all of us squaddies, OWI introduced the new Sanshan Islands map, I'm probably butchering that, which is a Pacific theater map with dense grasses and thick jungle forests. Though it was obviously still a work in progress, as some of the textures had not been finished. Regardless, the map was beautiful, it was a blast to play, and the change in theater was a welcome one. Needless to say, we've come a long way from playtest 1. So where does this overhaul stand? Well, in my humble opinion, I think it's nearly finished. All of the factions have been added, the new map was tested, and improvements have steadily been made over the past few months. The weapon handling at its core has been significantly altered from squad version 5.1, and fine-tuning is being done to the weapons and kits. Suppression seems to be mostly finished, as the vehicles have been adjusted in a recent playtest to better suppress and be suppressed. I can't really say enough about the effort OWI has put into reworking the core gameplay that built Squad nearly 8 years ago. This must have been a massive undertaking from the dev team, and props to them for being bold enough to do it. Now I know many people will be asking, when is the ICO going to be released to the main branch? At the time of recording, there has been no official word on a timetable to push the ICO to the main branch. So I will use an old joke from the alpha days of Squad and simply say, 3 weeks. So there you have it, all of the additions to the ICO as of this recording. I hope you enjoyed the update video, and if you did, leave us a comment below and give us your thoughts on the infantry overhaul. Thank you again to everyone who keeps coming back to the channel to watch our videos, and to those of you who have subscribed. You guys are awesome. Anyway, that's it for me. Stay casual. Drewski, what are you doing out here by your lonesome? What are you doing?
Oh, I chased a squad leader and another guy. I was just walking like 5 feet behind them, and I stopped them from popping down a little rally point, and I shot them both in the back.
Man,
I'm just looking around.
How do you find all this
any
cool
other
shit?
people.
I do that shit and I just end up wandering through the forest for 3 hours.
Command, did you find enemy radio?
Oh, I don't know. I was actually just like AFK texting while running, and I look back up at my monitor, and there's a British guy running towards me.
Perfect.